So here you go. Check it out. The truth about this video is I've been very hesitant to make this video for many reasons. So I'm going to start off here, a disclaimer. All of this information I'm going to give you on backlinks, on websites that potentially offer guest blogs and article edits. This is all informational. What I'm going to show you here is against Google's guidelines. If any of these websites, which they may or may not offer backlinks, right? This list I'm going to give you of 400 plus websites may or may not offer backlinks in the form of guest posts, in the form of link insertions. It's against Google's guidelines. This is informational stuff only. So let's jump into it. So check this out. Here's a list of websites. If you want access to this thing, this is just in the tech alone. There's 174. Here's home improvement, a bunch of them, health and fitness, a couple of them. If you want access to this exact spreadsheet we're going to dive into today, check out the link in the description of this video. Easy peasy. But realize these websites here, they may or may not offer guest blogs. And just because they're on here, guest posts or link insertions, doesn't mean they do, right? This is just for experimental purposes only, for me to help you understand how people go about purchasing backlinks, which is against Google's guidelines. Starting out, we're going to look at 3 different websites and we're going to see how could we find out if they offer guest blogs or link insertions. And furthermore, more importantly, if they do, what is the price? And is it even worth it? You have to realize just because a website offers this thing and you want to do it, should you do it? Right? I can't answer that fully, but there's some things we can look at a website to see if that website is quote unquote good stand-in with Google based upon traffic. And I'm going to show you. So let's look at that. So here's the first website in question. I'd like to go to its sitemap to begin. We're on the home page. We can jump back to that for a second. The home page looks decent, right? It doesn't look terribly spammy. What you want to do is look at different things it's talking about. So this is like a home and decor website, right? Reason why top cabinets are blah, blah, blah. Are they all in the same niche? Exploring factors that impact solar panel. Okay, unveiling the, so what is this? It's industrial. So you can see the topics are kind of wavering. Let's click here. Let's keep going with it. Decoration. Okay. Most of it's on point. So then let's go to the XML sitemap. Let's look at how many posts they have. They have 7 post pages, of which I think each can be built out to 1,000. Is it 1,000 of them? 1,000. Let's click here on the first one. The one I just clicked had 200 and some, and this one's lagging. That's 1,000. So because of that quick little demonstration, we know that this website right here has over 6,000 different blog posts. And you'd have to imagine that it'd have some traffic behind it. So what we're going to do, let's take this one, let's push it to Ahrefs, and let's look at the backlink profiles. Let's look at its traffic. So it has a domain rating of 56. Cool. Has a million, bajillion, 121,000 backlinks, right? A little exaggeration there. But we see a glaring problem. What is the glaring problem that you see? Do you know what this orange line denotes? It denotes organic traffic. Well, as you can see, it's kind of gotten smacked upside the head a bit. It's gotten tanked by Google. Why? Why did it get tanked by Google? Well, maybe because they're offering this service, maybe not, maybe other reasons. But I wouldn't touch this if I was somebody looking to purchase a backlink. Although it's a domain rating of 56, I'd be very hesitant to do this because the traffic has gotten tanked by Google. It went through some fluctuations last couple years, but now it's like literally at 0. It's a big red flag. Now I'm going to teach you other things in this video you don't expect yet. As we get more sophisticated, as we find different websites, you can be like, ooh, that makes sense. Ooh, I can do it that way too. So let's jump into the next website. Let's see what they have going on. Here's the next one. I mean, it looks pretty darn good, right? Let's just get a feel for the blog. So this is the exact process that I typically go through. So it's on residence, luxury homes, interior design, kind of the same niche. All 3 websites will be the same niche. Is there anything glaring to us that looks way out of place? Sometimes with these websites, you'll see like crypto in here. Like, why is crypto or finance on a website like this? And I don't see that right yet. So, I mean, that looks nice. But let's jump to the sitemap. Let's see what we can come up with. Sitemap.xml, post. They have 14. They have over 14,000 posts. 14,000 posts. So the next step is just like before. Let's go to Ahrefs and see what they have going on. So here we go. It has a DR of 65. Let's come back to that. I mean, that's a very high DR. Very high DR. Backlinks, a ton of backlinks. But we have the same issue as before. So I'm going to teach you right now a big trap that people fall into, this DR trap. Just because a website has a high domain rating, and that's just a vanity number made up by these tertiary, secondary, proto-SEO websites such as SEMrush and Ahrefs, just because it has a domain rating that's high doesn't mean that it's good. It doesn't mean that it's good. It's gotten tanked. Its traffic is tanked. You have to imagine something is going wrong here with Google, right? Do you see what I'm saying? So let's jump into the next website. So last but not least, here's this website, latest posts, how to improve your fuel economy, guide paper to plastics, eco-friendly pool. What is this website about? Connect with nature and reduce waste. Okay, let's see if they stay on point. So the first step is to see if their niche is kind of insulated. Is there any stupid stuff like crypto or finance that shouldn't be here? And so far, it looks pretty darn good. So let's go to sitemap like we always do if it has an XML sitemap, which most often they do. The posts, they only have 181 posts. Very interesting. Now remember, this website may or may not take blog posts as a paid blog post or a link insertion. But let's do a little bit more digging. I'm going to come down here, Write for Us. See this right here? Write for Us. Click this thing. Write for this company. Please make sure you read our guidelines by submitting a guest post request to us. Hello? They do guest posts. They just told us they do, right? Hello. We need to write about these things. Nice. Quality content. Nice. Originality. Very nice. Okay. How to write an intro. So they are kind of putting parameters on their guest posts. Cool. All right. Cool. Email these people. So it may be free. Maybe they just want to do this out of the kindness of their heart, or maybe this is a business for them. What I often see, you'd be surprised at the successful websites that offer guest blogs and link insertion. I mean, very successful ones have their own writing team that write blogs, and they curate guest blogs that come in. You have to pay a lot of money for these, right? You have to pay a lot of money for these, but they curate what comes in because they want to insulate and protect their website against those spammy updates that Google's going to lay down. Next step is to go to Ahrefs for this website. DR59, very good, a lot of backlinks. And look, their graph looks like a normal website. It was started around 2020, a little fluctuation here, looking good. That looks normal. That could be a normal website. So what I would do is go to top pages. I want to see how many pages rank high. Is it just one pulling in traffic? And what are they about? Sustainable materials is top, online thrift store, Canada, yellow mushrooms, best vegan burgers, healthiest mushrooms. That looks decent to me. So let's just go back. Let's review once more. A high DR with no seemingly traffic penalty from Google. That looks like a candidate for those who would consider this tactic. And if that's the case, we would merely come down here, click Write for Us, review this, right? And you would send them an email and follow their directions, right? And then they would tell you what's the deal. But there's something else you can do that's cool. I told you wouldn't expect this. What else can you do? So let's go to the sitemap again. I'm going to give you a little secret here, a little Scooby snack here. Go to post sitemap. You have to assume if this website was a website that offers the services of paid guest blogs or link insertion, we would have to think to ourselves, we could find other websites that are doing the same. So sustainable hemp products is the latest article. And let's just look for a link. Very interested. We have an article. Follow me on this. And above, supplementary information towards the top of the article is where you want to put your rich anchor tags. History of usage. Cannabis. History of usage. This website right here somehow got on this website right here. Let's see if there's any other links. CBP.gov looks like a natural external link. Very smart to do. They are curating their stuff if they are doing this. Another .edu type of thing. Very nice. Let's see what this one is. This is an internal link to their website. All right. They are doing it right. If they are, let's just keep going with this. Another blog.signature products, carbon, blah, blah, blah. If they are offering this a paid service for guest blogs, they're doing it right. They're doing it the right way from what I can tell. This website here, if that is the case, that means that they potentially purchased a backlink. And if that's the case, I want to look at their website in Ahrefs because then we can look at other websites in this niche that potentially sell guest blogs and link insertions. So here we are on Ahrefs. What Ahrefs is this? This is this website's right here. We're making an assumption. We're going to try to learn from what we can see here. This here, follow me, is the one that we were looking at first. And we know that their link, this website's link, was high in the article. Therefore, we can come to Ahrefs and see other referring domains of concept420.com to see which ones are new, to kind of figure out what other websites may offer blog posts or link insertion. This is parasitic SEO. It's just flipped on its head, right? So look here. All of these websites right here, the high DR ones, you could look at. You could look at as potentials. You have to make assumptions with SEO. You have to have a hypothesis, test it out, rinse and repeat. Same thing, rinse and repeat. It's not complicated once you know how to do this. So what we've done, just to recap, we found this website by finding this website. And by finding this website, we can find other backlink guest blog offerings. Does that make any sense? Now my head is spinning. But bottom line is this. If you like this content, subscribe, like, share, show a friend. Check out the list I have of websites that may or may not do this. I offer a masterclass if you want to get in the weeds on how to rank content, on how to write actual blog posts. It's an advanced SEO masterclass. We also have Word Galaxy. We have all kinds of things, so make sure to subscribe, share with a friend. Say something in the comments that will help the Google algorithm, the YouTube algorithm. They're owned by the same company. Anyways, hope you like this, and I'll see you later.